Welcome back to another Sumerian Love Gossips video. In today's video, we're going to be watching Michael Jackson's 60-minute interview. Oh, that was a mouthful. Before I get started, I would just like to say I love you, MJ, and I'm sorry what they did to you. God rest your soul. So, some of you may or may not know that Michael Jackson was accused of child assault charges years ago. He was found not guilty in both of the trials that he had to face. And he did this interview in 2003 where he was basically defending himself and telling his side of the story. So we're going to take a look at a few clips. Here's one of them.
Tell me why you developed
Okay,
Neverland.
tell me why you developed
Because
Neverland.
I wanted to have a place that I could create
Okay.
everything that I never had as a child.
Okay, everything that he never
So
had
you
as a
see
child.
rides, you see animals, there's a movie theater. I was always on tour, traveling, and I never got a chance to do those things. So I compensated for the loss.
Okay.
I have a good time. I mean, I can't go into a park. I can't go to Disneyland as myself. I can't go out and walk down the street. There's crowds and bumper to bumper cars, and so I create my world behind my gates. Everything that I love is
Okay.
behind those gates.
So he just explained why he created Neverland. That's Lava Girl barking out the window. And he just let us know that he created Neverland to create everything that he didn't have as a child because he was a child star. He started in the industry very young, performing all the time, not being able to go to the park and interact with kids his age, and live a normal life. So that's why Neverland was developed. Okay, let's look at the next clip.
And we have busloads of kids who don't get to see those things. They come up, sick children, and enjoy it.
Sick children.
They enjoy it in a pure, loving, fun way. It's people with a dirty mind that think like that. I don't think that way. That's not me.
Okay, so he said that that's not him at all. He never thought that way. Let's look at the next clip.
You think people look at you and think that way today?
If they have a sick mind, yeah. And if they believe the trash they read in newspapers,
yeah. If they have a sick mind, yeah.
And it's not, just, remember something, just because it's in print doesn't mean it's the gospel.
Ooh, just because it's in print doesn't mean it's the gospel.
People write negative things because they feel that's what sells.
Okay, they write negative things because they feel like that's what sells. Good news to them doesn't sell, and I can agree with MJ on that. I mean, good news, to be honest, it doesn't sell. It doesn't. Look at all the good that MJ did for children in the community and donating to children's hospitals. We see the photos, all these photos of MJ going to hospitals and literally bringing toys to these children, sick children. Like, I don't see no celebrities doing this. And there's celebrities with millions and billions right now. They're not doing that. Okay, let's watch the next clip.
So I have this tree that I have at Neverland. I call it my giving tree because I like to write songs. Okay, so
he's talking about his giving tree. He likes to write songs up there.
You have to climb a tree. That's part of boyhood. You just got to do it.
Okay, so
and I helped him up.
He wanted to climb the tree with the boy.
We looked down on the branches, and it was so beautiful. It was magical, and he loved it. To give him a chance to have a life, because he was told he was going to die. They told him.
Okay.
They told his parents.
He was told he was going to die.
That's how bad it was. And I put him on a program. I've helped many children doing this. I put them on a mentor program.
Okay, so he put this child on a mental program. He was told he was going to die. The doctor said, prepare for the boy's funeral. And so MJ, who wasn't blood related at all, stepped in and said, you know what? Let me help this sick child out. Let me help this sick child out because I love children and I didn't have a childhood. So let me help out this sick child. I mean, what's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? How could anyone look at this man and think that he could harm a child? I just don't understand. Let's look at the next clip.
What was going through your mind when you're taken into a police station?
Okay, what is going through your mind when you're taken to a police station?
To have a mugshot taken that you know is going to be shown around the world?
They did it to try and belittle me,
Okay, so
to try
he's
to take
speaking
away
on
my
his
pride.
experience when he was
But I went through the
arrested.
whole system with them, and at the end, I I wanted the public to know that I was
He wanted the
okay,
public to know that he
even though
was
I was
okay,
hurting.
even
What
though he was
happened when they
hurting.
arrested you? What did they do to you?
They were supposed to go in and just check fingerprints and do the whole thing that they do when they take somebody in.
Okay, they were supposed to do
They
normal
manhandled me
procedure,
very roughly.
but they
My
manhandled
shoulder
him.
is dislocated, literally.
They dislocated
It's
his
hurting me very
shoulder.
badly. I'm in pain all the time. See this arm? This is as far as I can reach it. Same
He
with
couldn't
this
even
side
move
over
his
here.
shoulder.
Because of what happened at the police station?
Yeah, at the police station. And what they did to, if you saw what they did to my arms, it was very bad what they did. It was very swollen. I don't want
He's
to
hurt.
say.
He's
But
clearly in
You'll
pain.
see.
We were given this photograph
Oh
said to
my
be taken
God.
after Michael Jackson was released on bail. Jackson says the
That's from the
swelling above his
handcuffs?
wrist is where the police handcuffed him.
Do you guys see that? That's absolutely insane. Okay, so wow. Wow. Okay, let's watch the next clip.
How did they do it? I
Okay.
mean, what did they do?
With the handcuffs, the way they tied them too tight behind my
Behind your
back.
back?
Okay, so they
Yeah,
tied
they
the
put it in a certain
handcuffs too
position,
tight
knowing that it's
behind
going
his
to hurt
back.
and affect my back. Now I can't move. It keeps me from sleeping at
He
night.
couldn't move
I can't
and he
sleep at
can't
night.
sleep at night. That's crazy. Man. You know, it really hurts to hear MJ's experience being manhandled while he was taken into custody. And trust me, I know that there's a lot of diehard fans for a lot of celebrities. And I do love MJ, I love his music, but this is different because we actually saw MJ grow up. And I mean, I know I'm obviously younger, he's older than me. Um, but at the end of the day, I am an MJ fan. And so I've seen the Jackson 5 movie, like I've seen old photos of him growing up. I've seen the old Jackson 5 music videos and he had to grow up fast. Before I get into anything else, let me just play this next clip. Here we go.
One time I asked to use the restroom.
Okay, one time he asked to use the
and they said,
restroom
sure, it's
while he
right
was in
around
custody.
the corner there. Once I went in the restroom, they locked me in there for like 45 minutes.
They locked him in the restroom for 45
all
minutes.
over the walls, the floor, the ceiling, and it stunk so bad.
There was
And one
feces
of the
all over the
policemen came by the
walls.
window and he made a sarcastic remark. He said, does it smell good enough for you in there?
Okay, so a
How do you like the
policeman
smell?
walked
Is it
by
good?
and
And I just simply
started
said, it's
mocking
all right.
him.
It's okay. So I just sat there and waited.
For 45 minutes?
Yeah, for 45 minutes, about 45 minutes. And then one cop would come by and say, oh, you'll be out in a second. You'll be out in a second. Then there would be another 10 minutes added on, then another 15 minutes added on. They did this on purpose.
Okay, so he's talking about how the policeman, after he asked to use the restroom, the policeman or policemen, they locked him in the bathroom for 45 minutes. And they did that because of who he was. I honestly feel like if it was just a random person, they probably wouldn't have done that. But because it was Michael Jackson, they felt like, oh, he has it good. He's rich. He's this and that. I mean, aside from the fact that he was accused of that, they still had no right to treat him like that. I'm sorry, because you know how they say you're innocent until proven guilty? Well, that's my philosophy. Okay, let's look at the next clip.
Right. You've got 3 children.
Yes.
Would you allow your
Okay.
children to sleep in the bed with
Would
a
you
grown
allow
man who
your
was
children
not
to sleep in
a
the bed
relative,
with a
or
grown
to
man
sleep
who
in
is
the
not a
bedroom?
relative?
Sure. If I know that
Okay,
person,
MJ
trust
said
them,
sure.
love them.
As long as he
That's
trusts
happened many
them.
times with me when I was little.
Okay, he said it happened many times with him when he was little. So if it's okay while you're a child, if it's okay when you're coming up, you just have it in your mind that it's okay, right? So as long as, oh, Lava Girl heard a dog. Okay, be right back. So MJ stated that it happened many. Hi, Lav. Hello. Yes. So MJ stated that it happened many times with him when he was little. Um, oh, okay. So MJ stated that it happened many times with him when he was little, that his parents would basically allow him to sleep in other adults' beds. I'm pretty sure that it was people that his parents knew, and trusted, hopefully, because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't allow my child to sleep in a stranger's bed, unless I would have to know them. So let's take a look at the next clip.
If I knew the person personally, absolutely yes.
Okay, if I knew the
Absolutely.
person
I wouldn't
personally,
have
I
a
would
problem with it.
absolutely. Okay, he
Do you
wouldn't
know
have a
how
problem
this
with it,
looks to a
with
lot of
letting
people?
his
I mean, do you
children sleep
understand that?
in someone else's
How does
bed.
what look?
How the fact that you
Know
would,
why? People think sex. They're thinking sex. My mind doesn't run that way. When I see children, I see
Okay,
the face of God. That's why I love them so
of
much.
God.
That's what I see.
See, that just warmed my heart so much because he said, when I see children, I see the face of God. That's why I love them so much. You don't hear celebrities talking like this. You don't hear celebrities talking about God and how they love children and how they see children and they see God in children. You don't hear celebrities talking like that. You hear celebrities, I'm sorry, not celebrities, but mostly artists. You don't hear them talking about this. You hear them talking about sex, drugs, and money and, you know, all this gang banging. It's the worst of the worst. MJ was the best, bruh. He was the best. You're not seeing this today? Come on now. Okay, let's watch the next clip.
do you know any other man your age, a 45-year-old man
Do you
who
know any other
shares
man
his
your
bedroom with
age
children?
Of
who
course.
shares his
Not for
bedroom with children?
sex. No, that's wrong.
Okay, so MJ said he does know other 45-year-old men who shares their bed with children, but not for sex. So, if they're sharing their bed with children, I would have to, we don't know what the circumstances are. Um, because if you're not blood related to a child, there has to be a reason why you're sharing your bed with the child. There has to be a good, valid reason. There has to be. Now, if you're sharing your bed, some people, misinterpret that. Sharing your bed means you're letting someone sleep in it. Now, if you're sleeping in it with the child, then that's a big no no, in my opinion. That's a big no no because you're just setting yourself up, you know, for failure. Because what are you doing sleeping in the bed with a child that's not blood related to you? I mean, there's a whole floor. You can sleep on the floor. MJ even said that he offered the bed to the boy and he slept on the floor. Come on, y'all. Let's watch our last clip together.
Well, what's wrong with sharing your bed? I didn't say
Okay,
I
what's
slept
wrong
in
with
the
sharing
bed.
your
Even if
bed?
I did sleep in the bed, it's okay. I am not going to do anything sexual to a child. It's not where my heart is. I would slit my wrist first. I would never do anything like that. That's not Michael Jackson. I'm sorry. That's someone else.
That's not Michael Jackson. So MJ stated in this final clip that, you know, what's wrong with sharing your bed? He slept on the floor, but he said that even if he did sleep in the bed, it was okay. Now, that comment can be up for debate, but in MJ's defense, he had no sexual intentions, period. Like, we could even look at those old videos of MJ, just playing around with kids at Neverland, right? He's playing with kids at Neverland like he's a kid. This is a grown man who never had a childhood, who was basically, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's almost like he was forced to work. Him and his siblings, they came from nothing. If they didn't have talent, we would not know them. So, Joe, the father, Joe Jackson, realized that I can capitalize off of my own children. So why wouldn't I do it? A lot of celebrities are doing it now. A lot of them. Drake got his son in a song, music video. Kanye got his daughter in a song. Beyonce got her daughter performing with her on tour. So yeah, if you can capitalize off your children, why wouldn't you do it? A lot of people feel like, you're going to leave what you have to your children anyway. Why not set them up? Why not get them started? So I understand Joe and Catherine's approach to the situation. Um, I feel like I took the time to really, dissect these clips. Someone's mowing outside. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the sound, but I really took the time to really just break everything down for y'all so y'all can understand why I'm still an MJ fan. And I really don't care if y'all like MJ or not at the end of the day. Um, but I just feel like he didn't do it. I don't feel like he did it. I feel like he was in a position where he wanted to help sick children, and their parents allowed their children to go to his house unsupervised, and the parents made up stories and said, "You know what? He let you sleep in his bed." And I feel like some of the parents coerced the children. And it was only 2 cases. Why, out of all the sick children that he helped, why was it only 2 cases? Because it was 2 liars. 2 parents trying to get their children to lie to extort MJ for money. MJ is paying out of court all these lawyers and paying these families. It was 2 families, like I said. But once the first person came up off the situation, paid out of court, then the next situation came about. Oh, I'm gonna get a payday too. It was the love of money is the root of all evil. MJ said it himself. And as always, stay tuned for more Samariana gossip content. Make sure you guys follow me on TikTok at Samariana. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Samariana. Make sure you guys check out my online earring shop at samarianalevashop.bigcartel.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.